Hi, Room 12. Scaredy Squirrel at the Beach is today's story. It's by Melanie Watt. Here we go. Scaredy Squirrel never goes to the beach. He'd rather vacation at home alone, where it's safe, rather than risk being surrounded by the wrong crowd. A few crowds that Scaredy Squirrel wouldn't want to be caught in the middle of are herds of sea monsters, packs of pirates, flocks of seagulls, tribes of jellyfish, tons of falling coconuts, and mobs of lobsters. Do you notice all the words that help us to understand that there are more than one? Herds of sea monsters, packs of pirates, flocks of seagulls, tribes of jellyfish, tons of falling coconuts, and mobs of lobsters? Hmm. So he's perfectly happy to build his very own private beach. Sounds like Scaredy Squirrel's kind of in quarantine, doesn't it? Scaredy Squirrel's Guide to Building a Safe Beach. What you need to get started. Paper and crayons, one stick, inflatable pool, flashlight, one bag of kitty litter, and a plastic flamingo. I wonder what he's going to do with this. Let's find out. I'm going to move myself up a little bit. Draw a beach scenery is the first step. Second step, use the stick to hold upright. Third step, cover the ground with sand. Fourth step, inflate the ocean. Fifth, turn on the sunlight. That's what the flashlight's for. Clever. And number 6, install beach wildlife. And enjoy. Uh-oh, I'm blocking a guy. Hold on. I'm going to move myself around again. Okay. It looks like a beach and feels like a beach, but it sure doesn't sound like one. Scaredy Squirrel notices something is missing. The soothing sound of the ocean. A lot of people like to go to the beach because they like the sound of the ocean. For them, it sounds very calming. It helps them to calm down and relax. The solution? Make a quick trip to the real beach and find a seashell that fits the description below. The seashell. Quality and performance chart. It's germ-free, shiny exterior, that means it's shiny on the outside, and crystal clear ocean sound. Red alert. The seashell must not, I repeat, not be occupied. But traveling to the real beach requires careful planning. First, he needs to get a passport. His passport reads family rodent. Type flying squirrel. First name Scaredy. Middle name Orville. Last name Squirrel. Initials SOS. Place of birth, the nut tree. Second, draw a map. Oh, here's his beach map. Check this out. All right, I'm going to move myself again. This book has so many cool things on it and so much detail that I don't want you to miss anything. The beach map. Mission, Operation Seashell. 7 a.m., enter the box, and so he's going to get a big old box. You see him right here? I am here. 7:30, get picked up by the mail truck. Verify the passport. Apparently he's going to show that to the postman. 8:42 a.m., arrive at the beach and wait until the coast is clear. Don't lose the passport. When you're traveling, you need to make sure that you have your passport. So that's probably why he thinks, uh-oh, I got to hold on to this and be careful with it. 11:42 a.m., exit the box and find a seashell. Hold the passport. 1:49 p.m., enter the box and wait for pickup. Check the passport. 6 p.m., get delivered back to the nut tree to put away a passport. So he doesn't need to call Uber or Lyft. He is going to put himself in a box and mail himself to the beach. So tricky. All right. Here are some things that are on the map. Caution, falling coconuts may have a mind of their own. They can knock you out without warning. Important, sea monsters are camera shy, so keep a camera close by. Ahoy, matey, watch out for your pirates. Or they'll make you walk the plank. Stay away from the tribes of jellyfish. You'll be stung by how sneaky they can be. Never trust a mob of lobsters. They are a pinch territorial, and they are eager to snap. And here are the seagulls. Careful, birds of a feather flock together. Seagulls can drop by at any time. On our map, usually on a map, you'll notice that Scaredy Squirrel put a compass rose. That helps us to tell the direction. Is it north, going up, south, going down, east, going to the right, or west, going to the left? And it helps us to locate things on a map by using those specific directions. At last but not least, travel light and dress accordingly. That means don't carry too much stuff with you because it's going to be too heavy to carry. And then also, if you know you're going to the beach, don't put on a big snow jacket because you might be too hot. You have to dress like you're going to the beach. Scaredy's beachwear. Oh dear, I think he has a wrong idea. All right, it says this squirrel is a trained professional. Don't try this at home. Exhibit A, wear the headgear for falling coconuts. Exhibit B, wear the protective eye patch to fool the pirates, so the pirates think you're one of them. Exhibit C, protective flotation device to prevent sinking. So he's wearing like a life vest to help him from sinking in the water. Exhibit D, protective camera to discourage sea monsters. Exhibit E, protective compass to avoid getting lost. So the compass is in the middle. The camera here is for the sea monsters. Okay, Exhibit F, protective foot gear. So he now has boots on, rubber boots, to shield from the jellyfish so they don't sting him. Exhibit G, protective rubber band. Here it is, right here, to tame the lobsters. So you clamp down on their claws and go ahead and put the rubber band right around so then they can't open their claws. You might need more than one rubber band though, don't you think? H, protective oven mitts to block from germs, so you don't get any germs, just like how mom and dad and maybe you are wearing gloves to protect you from the germs right now when you go to the stores. Exhibit I, French fry to distract the seagulls. You're going to wave the French fry down there. That way the seagull cannot get you. All right, here we go. The next morning, as planned, Scaredy Squirrel jumps into the box. Look at all his gear is already in there. At 7:30, he gets picked up and they drive. And they drive. 8:42 a.m., Scaredy Squirrel gets dropped off and waits. And he waits. 11:42 a.m., a crowd appears. Oh dear. In here it says, caution, live animal. Attention, this box may contain traces of nuts. Because he eats nuts. People were not a part of the plan. He had everything all planned out. But something always gets tricky. This time it's the people. The people. A lot of people have a lot of germs, and that's what he's super afraid of. Scaredy Squirrel panics. That means he gets real nervous and starts to freak out. And he plays dead. There he goes again, just like the possum. 30 minutes later, 1 hour later, 2 hours later. Finally, Scaredy Squirrel realizes that the perfect seashell is right under his nose. Surrounded by friendly people, he decides to join the crowd. Scaredy Squirrel builds sandcastles. He takes pictures. He floats around in the ocean and sunbathes with others. He looks so silly trying to sunbathe with that helmet and those boots, don't you think? He forgets all about the flocks of seagulls, tribes of jellyfish, herds of sea monsters, packs of pirates, tons of falling coconuts, and mobs of lobsters. He's so glad to be a part of the crowd. I wonder if he'll try to go to the beach every day. That could be very tricky and get real expensive if he needs to mail himself every day. Oh, here he is in the corner saying, "Surf's up." Okay, back home after a day of fun in the sun, Scaredy Squirrel he's inspired to make one more important addition to his own beach. So his plan is not to go to the beach every day. But now that he's been to the beach, he can go, oh, I can create my own beach at home. So he's putting one more thing into his beach. A crowd! You guys, check it out. He has a whole bunch of people, but they're not just regular people. They're garden gnomes. And because they're not real people, they're 100% safe. I love it. He created the beach at his home. P.S. As for Scaredy's next visit to the beach, it might be sooner than he thinks.